Hey, it's AP Experiment. Welcome back to Rainbow Six Extraction. And this is the latest Crisis Event 4, After Effect. From what I'm understanding, this is basically us taking a nucleus. I think it might be like an egg, which is interesting. I don't exactly understand the exact plot lines for these crisis events, as they do kind of come and go, and they're not like permanent things inside the story. So I'm not exactly following it to the fullest extent. But from what I can tell, it seems like we're taking this nucleus away from the middle of basically the extraction, of the incursion site, and we're trying to contain it and study it. I do not understand exactly what that means, especially for the team. Obviously, I have to look at the studies for this, but yeah, I was just kind of hopping right back into it. I noticed that the update was coming, and I literally was not prepared ahead of time. So this is just a video of the first two times that I kind of went into the game. I sped the second one up a little bit because it was it was a tad bit longer. So there were sections of that one that was a tad bit long, that were sped up. I was making sure on this first one, I was really trying to make sure I saved the teammates. I really didn't want them to die out fully, even though this guy ended up dying out fully while I was trying. I believe it's because he was on the sprawl, and the sprawl basically lights you on fire. I was making sure, trying to watch him the best I can, but again, I think he didn't have the laser, whereas me and the other guy, which is the Poet's Blood, we both had the laser. So he just didn't have, what he needed to cut through it. He didn't want to take the time to shoot the sprawl, and I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully he'll learn for his next time or whatever. This was literally one of my first times kind of really trying to be serious again on this game. I've been kind of running solos, doing little things, but not really anything serious as far as the incursions go. So I was trying to be very serious with this. I just really was not paying enough attention, I'm not gonna lie. So again, I kind of got us out of there. That was pretty much how this one ended. We didn't have enough health, so we basically just decided to eject. But we did get the extraction bonus. It was pretty decent. We couldn't even get the nest tracking done just because everything just kind of got allowed too fast. But in the second one, things got a little bit better. We made a little bit more progress, and it allowed me to show off a little bit more of everything. Again, this is the same. I believe this might be the same, one of the same guys, and then one of the other guys is a little different. But we kind of just, we were kind of just going into it. We got a triangulation this time, which is much simpler. Rather than nest tracking. Nest tracking is a little bit more difficult with the amount of nests that seem to be in this, because it seems to be a lot more nests than before. I don't know if that was from the patch, or if that was from the patch, or if that's from the event. But there definitely seems to be a lot more nests on the map, and a lot more enemies on the map, which actually kind of takes things to a much more exciting level. Because again, before it was kind of predictable. It was oh, there's a nest here, there's a nest there, point blank period, whatever. This seems to have a lot more nests and a lot more things you have to worry about, especially with the nest creating more sprawl. That's problematic. And I was very happy that me and my team seemed to be very productive in the way we were handling this. Obviously I took far too much damage at the beginning, but we handled things very well. Again, I was I obviously took far too much damage as a Finka. I really, as the healer of the team, I kind of should have been better with my health management and the situations I was getting myself into. But for the most part, it was rather simple. Again, I kind of sped these parts up, so when you kind of see things look like they're just on fast forward, that's really what's going on. Is that I'm basically just kind of speeding things up for the objective parts of these, as they're sometimes a lot longer. And again, I really tried not to, but like I really just wanted to show that off. And this is Nucleus. This is basically the like main part of the actual thing where you basically pick this up, and from what I can tell is it's actually slowly hurting you, like not in a way that's like taking away from your health, but like it's like slowly, like I guess psychologically killing you, because it doesn't look like you can actually see much. It doesn't look like you're actually taking damage though. That's the one thing I am watching back and editing. But you do get this cool little death marker thing, and that seems pretty cool. I don't know if that helps or hurts, but you know, as you can see, my screen is getting blacker with like the little vines on it, and they actually dropped it at the perfect time for Halloween and things like that. It's like creepy and crawly, but as you can see, like my screen got extremely dark. I really couldn't see anything. I was so confused. Like I don't know if that's the way that that's supposed to happen, if it's supposed to take damage as well, but like I decided, all right, well, if I'm not supposed to be like the sole carrier, right, let's let the next guy try it and let him kind of walk it in a little bit more distance. I tried healing us up, seeing if that would make the black stuff go away, but it obviously doesn't. So I'm assuming that's literally quote unquote, no pun intended, but the actual after effect of touching the nucleus is that you get like this black stuff on your screen. I do not exactly understand if it's supposed to be good or bad, as it doesn't really give you damage. It kind of just obscures your vision, which is a little bit like, I'm not gonna say it's simplistic, but it's very odd that that's what that does. We're holding it, basically obscures your vision. So I don't know if it's supposed to make it harder on the players, and with the way that the actual like enemies come into the game. They were very aggressive there. We seemed very, very aggressive. Containment is like the next step where we're supposed to take the nucleus to a box, but of course you have to break down arc spines, which is the tough part. I did not realize this until literally 3 seconds in, but they were like spawning enemies in front of us, like no stealth, literally just spawning random nests, just absolutely sending in a barrage. I don't know if we're supposed to move quickly or what, but they were sending in everything that they had to kill us. They literally sent in everything they had to kill us. Like, they really wanted us gone. I don't understand what exactly was going on. The teammate went down. I kind of dropped down, was trying to run and get him, just because I didn't have my Finka ability, as I just used it to basically, you know, push forward and see where we were going. But I ended up getting the teammate back up, which is good. And then I believe they ended up getting the other teammate back up, if I remember correctly. No, actually they went KO. I forgot. So yeah, the Poet's Blood went KO. I had the you know, we decided that, you know, we gotta get up out of there. I don't have much health. He doesn't have much health. If he dropped again, he was gonna go KO. So we just got up out of there. And honestly, I just can't wait to see exactly what happens when you get through all of it. But it's been AP Experiment. Catch you in the next one.